What are we talking about today? Today we're talking about things you don't need when you're expecting a baby. Because the most eco-friendly product you can buy is the one you didn't buy. So today I'm gonna give you 16 things you don't need when you're expecting a baby. The first one is my biggest regret, as it was the most expensive one, is the stroller. I know a lot of people use a stroller for years, and luckily I purchased mine secondhand, but even for a secondhand one it was quite expensive. I paid 400 euros for it. Yes, strollers are extremely expensive. Don't purchase it new if you're unsure whether or not you're gonna use it. But why did I use a stroller? I wore my baby. Yes, I spent a lot of money on baby wearing wraps, but I actually used them. I use those multiple times per day, as wearing your baby is so very convenient. Not only do you keep your baby close, which is great, but also you have your hands free and you can walk the stairs. You don't have to pay attention to bumps on the road. Wearing your baby is just so much more convenient. Wearing your baby is especially convenient when you have other kids you need to take care of. You keep your baby close, you have your hands free, and you can do whatever needs to be done. So overall, I regret buying a stroller. I said it before, I used it maybe 4 times. It cost me 400 euros, so each use costs 100 euros. That's expensive. So yeah, don't buy a stroller if you're unsure whether or not you use it. Maybe you can borrow one, and if you end up using it a lot, purchase one, or preferably a second-hand one. It's expensive. But if you borrow one and you end up not using it, don't purchase one. It's just a waste of money. Newborn clothes, or more specifically newborn clothes, because a newborn grows really fast, so you don't need a whole wardrobe of new clothes for clothes that they maybe wear once and then they have grown out of it. So again, borrow very small sizes of clothes or thrift them, rent them, but don't purchase them new. They grow so fast in the first few months, there's no need. Baby shoes. I know they're very, very cute, but is your baby walking? Don't think so. And shoes are not very comfortable, so don't put your baby in shoes when they're not using them. It's unnecessary. Socks are also something you might not need. Well, what do I use to keep my baby's foot warm? Booted PJs, leggings, stuff like that. Because once your baby is old enough to grab something, the socks are the first to go. And when the leggings are booted, they still will pull them, yes, but at least it will keep your baby's feet warm. A baby robe. Use a towel after the shower. The rope will get wet and then your baby is covered in a wet towel. I don't like that. Your baby won't like that. Just dry your baby in a towel and dress your baby. A baby rope is a useless item, in my eyes. A baby towel is much more useful, as I still use them today. My baby's 4 now. I still use them to dry her because they are thinner. They can get in all the bodily creases of her, behind her ears, in her ears. It's much easier to use compared to the thicker towels I use on myself. Small baby bibs for eating. And I especially mention eating because the small bibs for drooling, drool bibs, that are those are very convenient when your baby starts teething and drooling all over the place, so those are convenient. But those small bibs for eating, I practiced baby-led weaning for my baby and food was everywhere. So a small bib did not really work. I used sleeved bibs that covered her from neck till wrist till her belly button to keep most of her as clean as possible. A baby hairbrush, because most babies don't have hair. If your baby does have hair, I'm jealous, because my baby didn't have any hair until she was 3. Yes, so a baby brush it's, in my opinion, not necessary. But if your baby does have a lot of hair and it needs to be combed, please use one. But for most of us, a brush is not necessary on your baby. Baby wipe warmers. Yeah, that's certainly an item. I obviously used reusable baby wipes. And I know that's not for everyone, and that's okay. But do these disposable wipes really need to be warm? I know my baby loved the cold wet wipe on her bum. Yes, really. I think they made her feel clean or anything. And even her grandparents were surprised when she was really happy getting such a cold wet wipe on her bum. My baby loved the cold wipes. It made her feel clean, I think. So a wipe warmer, in my eyes, it's useless. Baby shampoo and other baby shower products are unnecessary, especially when it's scented. Fragrance is not good for your skin and especially not for your baby. It serves no purpose for your skin. It's just a fragrance. It's nice for your nose, not for your skin. So don't use any fragrances on your baby. I showered my baby in just water until she was about 3 years old, and then her hair became a little bit longer and I needed to shampoo it a bit. Next product, baby oil. Yes, I have a bottle of baby oil. Why? Well, a friend came to me and she asked, do you use this? And I'm like, no. And she said, okay, I'll throw it away. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. If you're throwing it away, I will find a use for it. So I'm using it as massage oil. But your baby skin often doesn't need the oil. It will just clog pores and you don't want to do that to your baby. I want to add a little bit because I might have gone over it a bit too quickly. Oil is not a moisturizer. Oil is an occlusive because an oil doesn't contain water and you need water to moisturize. When you put oil on your skin, it forms a layer, and that layer prevents further water loss, which is also nice, but it doesn't add any water to your skin. To add water to your skin, you need, you guessed it, water. So therefore, a lotion always contains water and oils. That mixture adds water to your skin to moisturize it, and the oil is an occlusive layer to prevent further water loss. But baby skin doesn't need any moisturizing, usually, because there are babies with skin conditions that might need a little bit more attention, but usually your baby doesn't need any moisturizing of the skin. Baby pillows. Don't put anything else in a baby bed except a baby and a blanket. No toys, stuffed animals, stuff like that. A bed is for sleeping. Other things might just become a choking hazard because your baby could get strangled in it. A baby bathtub. I know bathing your baby in a bathtub can be great fun, but after 1 or 2 times it is very time consuming and it is much more convenient to take a shower with your baby. And I know babies can be very slippery, so I used a baby showering glove when I showered my baby. This is made with terry fabric. It made sure I had a firm grip on my baby while showering, and after the shower I gave her to my boyfriend, or if he showered her, he gave her to me. I dried her and clothed her, and when my baby was old enough to sit on her own, she sat in the shower with me while she was playing with a loofah sponge. So a baby tub isn't really necessary. A changing table. I know you need a place to change your baby's diaper, but does it have to be a specific changing table that, once your baby is potty trained, serves no purpose anymore? I don't think so. We purchased a nice dresser and put a changing pad on top of it, the boxes with clean wipes and dirty wipes on top of it, and this is where we changed our baby. The diapers are in one of the drawers, clean clothes in one of the drawers. This way it was just much more convenient compared to a very small changing table. A bottle sterilizer. Now, I'm not saying you shouldn't sterilize baby bottles. I'm saying you shouldn't purchase a bottle sterilizer. Why? Well, boiling water and a pen do the job just fine, and you might already have a pen in your house, so use what you have and don't purchase anything new if you don't need it. A baby food processor. Now, I never made or purchased purees for my baby, as I did baby-led weaning for my baby. But if that's not for you and you want to give her purees, that's okay. But do you really need a separate baby food processor? The one you have probably works just fine, and you don't need a separate one for baby food. And the last one, a diaper disposal system. The diaper genies. I never used one because I cloth diapered. I cloth diapered most of the time. There were a few weeks where my baby was in a harness because she had hip dysplasia. And during those days, I also didn't use a diaper disposal system because I have a trash can that I empty frequently to prevent smells. I don't know what's wrong with that. Another big disadvantage of these diaper genies, they individually wrap dirty diapers, so a lot of plastic, and there is already a lot of plastic in a single disposable diaper, so it's very wasteful, not necessary, and why would you use? I just don't know. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and I hope to see you next time. Bye guys.